What up?
What's
What up?
up?
What up, ladies
Get
and
your
gentlemen?
man.
Welcome back. Welcome
Alright.
back to another episode of Questions with Coach. Um, Still bummed about the game. Got even worse news later today with Mike leaving to go to Seattle. Um, but it was bound to happen. He deserved it. If the Ravens weren't going to make him the head coach, there was no need for him to sit and wait on Harbs. He had outgrown this situation. He was ready to be the man or go somewhere where he could be the man because you have to jump when your name is hot. And his name was the hottest in the NFL right now with what he did with the Ravens defense. I mean, the hottest. Even with us losing to the Kansas City Chiefs Sunday, he held the Chiefs to 17 points. And that second half was masterful. No points in the second half. Once they figured out what, the Chiefs were trying to do with Kelsey, they barely moved the ball in the second half. Masterful. Had he had any help from the offense, we'd probably still be playing and we wouldn't be having, as much internal conflict in the community as we have. But hats off to Mike, man. Salute. Congrats. If we see you, hopefully we kick your butt. But, it's understandable. You got to jump while the fish grease is hot. So normal routine. I'm gonna stay here with you to 7:15, which will lead you up to lunch break hot take. At 7:15, those guys go live. Jose and Brodney at 7:15. I'm gonna take you up to that time. If you didn't see the pinned comment, if you do exclamation point Q and then write your question, I'll go through there and answer it. And that's how we're gonna roll until 7:15. So I'll answer as many as I can, and we'll get started right about now after a few shout outs. Let me shout out the first 10 names I see. I see Osman was good. And shout out to Osman. Osman, I think Osman is the newest Patreon. I saw it yesterday or this morning. And I sent your welcome thing and I sent you a link to the Discord. I'll be getting your chalice out soon. So shout out to Osman for becoming the latest Patreon from Sip to Tally. Thank you, Osman. Salute. Matter of fact, let me give Osman some real recognition. Hold on. We got some real recognition over here. Give me 1 second. Shout out to Osman. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. Who else we got in here? Bazel, Daniel Berry Sports, Urban Closer, Pay the Bills, Agent E, Malik, Jeremiah, T Sizzle, Jared Green. Who else? As Modius, Hawk TV, DeAndre Riddle, Yolanda B, and one more. White Wolf. Appreciate you guys. And Ravenville 15. Thank you. Let's get to these questions. Let's see the first one I got. Oh, I was about to hit mine. I was going to say this is the first question, but that's me. All right, from Pay the Bills. My Canadian friend. I think they say A. Is that how they say it? Is it A? Elevate Weaver to DC. So I think he's talking about Anthony Weaver moving him to DC. I know Weaver's been considered for other jobs. I would say that would make sense to hurry up and get this done ASAP. But you know the Ravens motto. Zig when zag. Zig when zag. They zig when we zag. So I don't know if we're going to do that or not. Why my screen froze? I don't know. Let's see. Let me change something and come back.
What's up?
Get your man.
Alright.
Hold on. Oh, I don't know what it is. Might have to do this incognito. Might have to go incognito today. Try one more time. Oh well, we're gonna keep it rolling anyway. Screw it. We'll keep it rolling. We keep rolling. I keep answering the question. You just won't see me. Forget it. Forget it. But you know we like to zig when they zag. Uh, for whatever reason, they like to not do the obvious stuff. I can't really tell you why they do what they do when they do what they do. They just happen to do it, and for obvious reasons, we just don't know. Anthony Weaver would be a guy that I would just say throw in there. So that's you pay the bills. That answers your question. Next question is from Bazel. He says, "Who's your ideal top 3 defensive coordinator picks?" So with me, being froze, I'll do this. I got something up, and I'm gonna show it to you, and we'll just go down here and look at these names that the Athletic threw out there. So we'll do that. So me being froze might be it is what it is. Let's do this. All right. This is the guy that we just talked about, Weaver. So here goes some other picks. Mike Caldwell, former Jags defensive coordinator. Maybe, not really sure. Don't, nah, whatever. Joe Cullen, the Chiefs defensive line coach. I'm not a big fan of that guy. I wouldn't want him. Avero, interesting name from the Carolina. Interesting name. Maybe younger guy with a lot of buzz in the streets. Maybe. This is a name I can get behind right here though. This is a name I can get behind. Let me make it a little bigger for y'all so y'all can see it. I could get behind this name for various reasons. Could definitely get behind that name. Especially with what we already have in place. I would definitely get behind Leslie Frazier, if they want to go that direction. If they didn't want to hire from within. All right, Chris Hewitt, the passing game coordinator, secondary coach. He's also up for some defense coordinator jobs. So I'm going to assume he's up for this defensive coordinator job. So I can get behind Chris Hewitt also. Zach Orr, again, up for defensive coordinator jobs because Mike McDonald, even though he was up for head coaching jobs, 3 of his assistants were up for defensive coordinator jobs. So all 3 of the assistants, I would be cool with being a defensive coordinator. The only outside name I've seen so far was Leslie Frazier that I would be cool with so far. And again, Anthony Weaver, Denard Wilson is the third assistant that was up for a defensive coordinator job, who's a name that I would really be cool with too. And those are the names that the Athletic put out, and obviously it's Jeff Zreber. So I'm cool with Denard Wilson being the DC, Anthony Weaver being the DC, Zach Orr being the DC. Oh, it's 4. I'm sorry, it's 4. I said 3. Chris Hewitt also, and Leslie Frazier. I would be cool with Leslie Frazier as an outside name on this list. All right. Come back over here.
What's up?
Get your man.
All right.
And what I think about, let's see, who's the first name up here? Mike Caldwell, nope. Joe Cullen, nope. But the other ones I would consider. Let's see where we at on our questions. All right, it's from Jared. It say, if the Ravens don't get rid of John Harbaugh, what can we do in the front office won't sabotage Lamar? Nothing we can do. As a fan, all you can do is don't go to the game. Don't support them. That's it. Ain't nothing we can physically do other than not support them. And that's it. It's up to Bashadi. There is absolutely nothing we can do. We can complain. We can moan. We can make these videos. We can protest. But unless Bashadi have a problem with it, there's no issue that will happen. Not an issue at all. Not one. Not one at all. So it is what it is. Next one from Crazy. If Bateman and Lamar get in the lab this offseason, both healthy now, what impacts the team more? First round home run back or first round wide receiver? Definitely not a first round running back. Definitely not that. I would say more so some offensive line. I would say offensive line or a premier wide receiver. But it's hard. It's gonna be tough to get a premier wide receiver at 30, and it's gonna be tough to get a premier O lineman at 32. So, not 32, the number 32, 30 also. So, We're gonna have to make something work. I think we got 8 picks. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Fact check me, chat. I think we got 8 picks. We got to make them 8 picks work for us. And I don't mean pick all 8 picks. Because I'm almost in the boat of team forget them picks. I'm almost there. Almost. All right. Pay the bills with the next question. He said, what's the biggest position of need and why is it a tackle? That's a good one. That's a good one. Pay the bills. And it's going to kind of piggyback off what I just answered. Because we picked so far down, it's going to be tough to get a premium tackle. So I think we would have to package some stuff to probably get a guy that's already in the league if we want to go that route. If we want to go that route. Or pick a tackle and move him to guard for a year. Pick a tackle at 30 and move him to guard for a year until we can decide what we're going to do with Ronnie and Moses and then move him to tackle. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, so, that's what I think we got. All right, the next one from DeAndre Riddle. He says, Coach, should we let OBJ and Nelly go, then grab an actual number 1 receiver in the free agency like Hollywood, Gabe Davis, Calvin Ridley, T. Higgins, someone to help Zay with the catches? Yeah, I put a list out on my video from Monday, I think, saying where should we go from here with a bunch of guys that I wouldn't mind having on the team. So it's a list on that video that I would put out yet. Has Vic Fangio signed with DC yet? Yes, he is with the Redskins, I think. No, Fangio is with somebody. I can't remember who it is yet. Asmodeus, do you see us getting back to the AFC? Man, it's moving too fast. Hold on. See if I can go back. What I got for Asmodeus? There it goes. Do you see us getting back to the AFC Championship next year, or are we more likely to be the Eagles of this year? It's tough. The team's gonna look totally different. The team's going to look totally different, so it's gonna be tough for us to get back to where we were this year. Lamar is gonna have to be outstanding. Roquan's gonna have to lead on a totally new level. Roquan and Kyle, but the defense is gonna have to lead us. The defense is gonna have to lead us again, and hopefully they can put in somebody that can run stuff similar to what Mike was doing. Attitude Pop says, Coach, do you think the next step for Lamar is just to play his game? I ain't even finished reading the question. Yes. Play your game, man. Take what the defense give you. If you don't like the first read, the second read, run, man. You don't have to throw for 300 yards. Yes, you got a couple of perfect passer rating games, but you don't have to have that every game. Don't forget what these people say about you. Forget it. You are blessed with great athletic ability. Use it. Some people blessed with great arm talent. Like Josh Allen got a rocket for an arm. He uses it. Dan Marino had the quickest release known to man. He used it. You blessed with a really good arm, but amazing legs. Use them. And I ain't say run it every time, but when it's get hot in the kitchen, go. Don't stand in there and be a target. That's what make you special. Just play your game, man. Play the way we love you. I'm froze. We know that. Oh, these must be old questions. That's why. These must be old questions. Okay. All right, next one. I know a lot of people hate on Marcus Williams, but do you see a rebound next year where he builds strength and gets back? Yeah, I would love that for Marcus because Marcus is way better than Geno. And I've been trying to tell people that the whole time, but Marcus is way better than Geno. Probably. Should we move up in the draft? Maybe. Depends on what we're trying to get. Yes, I heard that Lamar's not going to Pro Bowl. What are my thoughts on that? It's too soon, man. Dude hurt. So it's just too soon. He's hurting, and he hurting, man. And y'all know how he is. He hurting, and he probably don't want to be bombarded with those what happened questions. And he hurting right now. So it is what it is. Why do you think EDC is so scared to let Harbs go? I don't think that's an EDC. I don't think EDC can do that. I think Bashotti and EDC have to make that call. But I think that's more of a Bashotti call. But EDC and Harbs like family, man. They live next door to each other. They've been in this thing together, like, because EDC been here just as long as Harbs now. Harbs been our coach for what, 16, 17 years? EDC been here just as long. He was just an understudy to Ozzy. EDC may have been here the whole time, honestly. I think. But let's see. Let's see what else. Let's see. Question: if these OBJ videos are true, was LBJ off script or was Monken trying to big brain the play calling? Well, it's not no if it was true, but I heard him say it and saw him say it. So he told him to take off. He told him he was different when he take off. I'm paraphrasing. And it's true. Lamar's a different individual when he add his legs into the game. He's a totally different individual. Totally different individual. Let's go to the next one. Can we cut ties with Tyus Bowser? Who? Who Tyus Bowser? Who that guy? Harpo, who that? Harpo, who Tyus Bowser, Harpo? Franchise tags Beaks. Do you really think we can land MHJ? MHJ. Who is him? Marvin? No. I look. Hey, White Wolf. You probably didn't hear me say it, but when I go into draft mode, I'm just doing prospects. I ain't necessarily putting out people that I think we should get or could get. I ain't like, because I put the video out on Marvin Harrison. I'm not saying we should get Marvin Harrison. I just do the draft picks. I just do the draft prospects. I ain't necessarily saying putting guys on out here that I think we should get. But we'd have to give up all 8 picks to get Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's see. Jared says, what young slot corner do you have your eye on in the draft? I can't even answer that right now, Jared. The only 2 people I know are the 2. Well, obviously I know some people that played on the main stage that were in the big time games. But really the only guys that I can really talk about extensively is Marvin Harrison Jr. and Olu Fashanu from Penn State. Because I purposely stay away from draft stuff until now. Because I don't want my opinion tainted by other people. Like, I had a conversation with Chris, just joking yesterday about Olu Fashanu. And only because I know he's done a lot of stuff, but I purposely stayed away from his stuff because I don't want my opinion tainted by what he said. I want to go in looking for something that he's already said about a prospect. So I stay away from him as much as I can, except for watching the big games until I get to it so I can give my honest opinion about what I see on the tape. So the tape can talk to me and dictate my opinion, not anybody else. All right. Professor Zoom says, Coach, if Harbaugh doesn't get it done next season, should we move on? 100% yes. 100% yes. 100% yes. This is what it's like listening to Harbaugh's postseason press conferences week in and week out when we lose or when we fail in big time games. How about Rex Ryan at DC? Rex Ryan probably can't go near the castle. Nowhere near the castle. Teflon Dunn has to go 12 years, same problem. That's a statement, not a question. Rave Keenan, what about Ed? No. Nope. I don't know if Ed Reed can coach. He said he want to coach, but I don't know if Ed Reed can coach. He had to prove it to me. He got to prove it to me. I don't know if Ed Reed can coach. Everybody. No, not everybody don't have it better than us. It's some poverty franchises out there. I ain't gonna name no names, but everybody don't have it better than us. There's some poverty franchises out there, but KC and San Francisco definitely got it better than us. They play in 2 weeks. Jerry says, what player are you looking to blossom from last year's draft? Mine is Trent Simpson. I don't believe in Trent Simpson yet because of the way they got him playing at. And the reason I say that, and I've been saying it also, is when Trent Simpson had Brent Venables as his DC, Brent Venables had him playing on the edge and as like a nickel-ish in space type player, and he flourished. He was awesome. Venables left and went to Oklahoma, and they moved Trent Simpson in the box like a inside linebacker, and he did not play as well. Did not play as well inside that box. So I've got to see it to believe it. I got to see it to believe it. Not saying he can't do that, but I got to see it to believe it. I just don't believe in it yet. Let's see. Next question. Do you think Lamar should take some muscle off, or should he work with Tyreek to see how he maintains his speed with all that muscle? Everybody's body's different. Attitude Pop. Tyreek's been built like that for a long time, and you know, Tyreek's a different individual. He's been a little stocky, muscular guy for a long time. So, and I think Lamar needs that. Well, he may not need all that muscle now because Roman's gone. He can take some off now that I think about it. He had that muscle because Roman was running him into the ground. So he can take 10 or 15 off. Because I know a lot of people was complaining, saying he should have ran away when he had that on that, whatever was the 4th down play. But that's L'Jarius Sneed. That's a cornerback. He was right beside. They probably the same speed. And keep in mind, when Lamar put that weight on, whether you want to believe it or not, he lost a step. He's still fast, but when he put that weight on to protect himself from the hits, he lost a step. It's okay to say that. It's okay to say that. Big Reg, as a fan looking for a team, should I stay in the AFC or go to the NFC? Reg, you should go to whatever that league is The Rock got. Go find your team in that new league that The Rock done got, the XFL and what is it, UFL? That's where you need to go find your team at. Get out of the NFL. Should the Ravens re-sign Keaton Mitchell? He's already signed. He had a 3-year deal. Yeah, he had a 3-year deal. 3-year deal. Let's see. How much blame do you give Monken? I think the first half was bad, but to me the second half was the players not executing, the fumble, interception. I don't think he wanted to stray from the run. How about you? I can't give a percentage to Monken, but I do blame everybody associated with offense. Reason being, there were some throws that I felt like could have been made and should have been made by Lamar that weren't made. You know what? Let me take my statement back. I blame everybody that was involved in offense with the exception of Rashad Bateman. Everybody that has anything to do with offense, I blame with the exception of Rashad Bateman. Now, the game was, at the most, the game was a 10-point game. So we never should have abandoned the run. Never should have abandoned the run. At most, the game was a 10-point game. So the run should have never, ever, ever been abandoned. So that part I do blame Monken. Now, if he was calling runs and because the box was stacked, Lamar was checking to passes, that's a different story. But we don't know the answer to that. We don't know the answer to if he was checking up to passes or whatnot. So that's one thing we'll never know. Ed, we already answered this. Who would you rather have, Geno Stone or Chauncey Gardner-Johnson? I don't think we need a safety. We got 2 safeties. I need some offensive players. I need some receivers. Some O-line. Let's see. Would you like Dalvin to be resigned? Yes, I would. I would like, because only running backs under contract are Hill and Mitchell. So we could have Dalvin and then maybe somebody else. So the next one from D Banks. A lot of offensive free agents on the market this year. What running backs or receivers should we go get? So I put this in the video too from Monday. I put a list of running backs I would love to have. I put a list of receivers I would love to have. I put a list of the edge guys I would like to have. I think I put everything but O-line and running back, I think. No, not running back. O-line and something. O-line and cornerback. I put a list of everything but O-line and cornerback that I would love to have from free agency. And Hollywood was on that list. Yep, Hollywood was on that list that I wouldn't mind having back. I'm going to take two more, then we're going to jump over the lunch break hot take. We're going to take two more. So this first one is from the Hawk. He says, is it possible that we see Josh Ross at the other? It is. I think that second linebacker spot is going to be up for competition. So I don't think any spot should just be given to Trent Simpson. It shouldn't just be given to him. He should have to earn that spot. Nothing should be given to him. So whoever is in that competition for that second spot, if Queen happens to leave, which he probably will, nothing should be given to him. They should have to earn it. They definitely got to earn it. Let's see. I got a couple more because they hadn't started over that yet. So we'll keep going till I see them live. We'll keep going till I see them live. Pay the Bill said, do you think there will be any surprise retirements? John, I hope. But it's too late for that now. Because I would have wanted Mike. So I don't know. I felt like Odell would have retired if we won it. I felt like Odell would have shut it down if we won the whole thing. That's the way I felt, but I don't think that's gonna happen now. White Wolf says, do you think we pick up a veteran linebacker in free agency to rock with Roquan? I don't think Trent Simpson's gonna be ready. No, I think I would hope most of the money we spend is on offense. I personally want offense. Keelan says, have you watched wide receiver Javon Baker? Nope. Brandon Rice, only when they play Colorado. Marcus, nope. Ryan, nope. Ricky Pearsall, nope. I feel like all these receivers will add physicality and verticality to the offense. I haven't watched any of these guys other than Brandon Rice when he played Colorado. I stay away from draft stuff until it's time for me to do draft stuff because I don't want anybody else's opinion to taint what I think about them. What do you think about the Tucker Kelsey interaction? It's sports gamesmanship. Both of them played it off. Gamesmanship. I mean, Kelsey was a little bit more aggressive in his response to it on the podcast, but both of them, they played it off like, we're just trying to get in each other's head. And that's all Kelsey did. Kelsey got into the Ravens defensive player's head, and they bit it. That's why we got so many penalties. Kelsey ain't not a tough guy. Kelsey ain't a tough guy. Kelsey a teddy bear. But he played tough guy and was talking, and he got into the Ravens defensive player's head. That's why we got some of them penalties. Kelsey's not a tough guy. Promise you that. Me, out of shape at 46, and ain't squabbled in probably 25, 30 years, would not be worried about Kelsey at all. Him beating me up would be the last of my words. And no matter how much he work out. Has Gus hit the cliff? I think so. Everything gotta be blocked right for Gus. He ain't making a lot of stuff happen on his own. Did you see the Kelsey quote about Harbaugh? I did not see the Kelsey quote about Harbaugh. I did not. Let's see. Did you see Travis Kelce comment about the game? He basically said they knew the Ravens offense was going to press if they scored early. Who don't know that? Mike Tomlin said that too. Mike Tomlin said the same thing. Andy Reid, Mike Tomlin got our numbers. Who do you think would be a pass rusher for the Ravens this year in draft or free agency? Draft, I can't answer. Free agency, I got a list of those guys on that video too. We're talking about where do we go from now. I think I had Clowney. Clowney was on that list. What's the guy came from? He just got traded to San Francisco. Played at Ohio State. He was with the Redskins when the season first started. I can't think of his name. I called him the Predator with all them dreadlocks on his head. Crap. I can't think of his name. Chase Young. That's what I'm talking about. Chase Young. So, yeah, that, and there's a few more guys on there, but I would love for Clowney to come back. So we're going to do one more because I see they done went live or whatever. We're going to do one more. Where is it? I don't know. What's the next one? Here we go. From Big Reg. How do you feel when the Ravens get out of here? We ain't doing this with you, Reg. Reg over here trolling. We ain't doing this with you. We not doing it. Oh, so that's the last one. We not doing that with you, Reg. Oh, here go once from C Iron. Oh, we already answered that, C Iron. That was the first question. That was the very first question we had. Hire in house, but I wouldn't mind Leslie Frazier too. Hire one of them guys in house so we can try to run some of the same stuff Mike had, or Leslie Frazier wouldn't be a bad choice in my eyes. But it is what it is. So hey, I'm finna shut this thing down. We're going over the lunch break hot take and go vibe with them guys for a little while. So when you get over there, y'all know the routine. Tell them Coach sent you. And I'll see y'all over there in the chat box, man. Peace and love. I appreciate y'all again for another fun episode of Questions with Coach. We'll be back next week for another episode. And hopefully we'll have some good news on the DC and where we going from here. Do you like Monken for next year? Yes, I do, Tunson. I do. I appreciate it. I do like Monken for next year. This was only his first year. This is only his first year. You know, I got to give him more than that. I think next year will be even better on offense, especially if we get another wide receiver. Especially if we get another wide receiver to go with it. A bigger wide receiver, a big body.